Hello, and again we return to a man with a whip on his villainous quest to whip everything in existence. Now, I believe I have already done something that is going to make me have to use a time of day card, you see. For Charlie Vincent is a very interesting man. Where is he? You don't see him. Son of a bitch. A comfortable bed with a Vincent on it. And you can't talk to the Vincent. No matter what you do, it'll just say a comfortable bed, and by fucking god, it's interesting because he's sleeping with his eyes open, and he isn't actually under the covers, he's just merged himself into the bed, for warmth and safety. I mean, that's also why he has his eyes open. You heard the people, it's a place of evil. I probably didn't even need to use that card. And as you see, he's still asleep. In order for him to wake, we are going to have to leave and reset the man. For he resets much like a clock does. Jesus Christ, that was fast. I literally opened and closed the door. How did you get out of bed and over there so quickly? The key to the archives? Oh, that must be the key I found in the rose garden. My intuition tells me it's worthless. Take it if you wish. And now we're off. Yes, you need to talk to him to get the key to the archives before he will actually give you the key to the archives. Yeah. Because, you need Rosa to tell you about him so that you can know that he has the key so that you can go in here and a cutscene happens. We leave the door open unlike every other door in this fucking game. Stand in front of a mirror for no reason. Turn around unprompted. Help! This place swarms with demons. You have entered the castle of hell. What's the matter? What has happened? And for some reason this rose is just gonna fall. I have no idea why. If you value your life, you'll flee this place now. And now we're going to have a bit of camera fuckery, where Reinhardt's going to look in the mirror and we can see he doesn't have a reflection, but Reinhardt can't actually see that, because at the angle he's looking at the mirror, the vampire, even if he had a reflection, he wouldn't be in shot. And then we get ambushed and do some Dark Souls. You smell different from the usual adventurer. Come to me. I will taste your blood. Yes. You will. Clearly. And the rose is still there on the floor. Which is a nice touch, I guess, that it stays after the cutscene. Even though I don't know where the hell... Why did it fall? It's not like the vampire used his invisibility to sneak behind us and pluck out a rose for no damn reason that Reinhardt didn't even see. It's just there to make the shot look unsettling, but instead it just makes the shot weird, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make logistical sense. And we're just going to ignore anything about what happened to the furnishings in that room. And the rose is gone. Apparently someone came in and took it while we were gone. Maybe it's the vampire that we just killed. Ah, yes. They are very threatening. Now we can come in here and get some... This is a painting! No, it is a... The ghost spawned inside of me. That's rather mean of it. Rather rude. You would not think... Maybe that might not be the best design choice to have an enemy spawn in a place where you need to stand to grab an item. But then again, I'm not the people that made this game. What do I know? I am not a game developer. I am not a designer of the video games. And we can come in here for this. It's actually very hard to not touch that white jewel, because for some reason you really, really want to grab it, and there's a Purifying in the statue. In Castlevania 64, that is easier to get. Also, over here, in Castlevania 64, this was a respawning axe and knife. However, as you can get weapons to power up by collecting more of them, they turned it into torches so that they wouldn't continuously respawn, because that would be a very easy way to get a free level 3 axe if it did. In fact, in hard mode, when I came in here, that didn't even have an axe. And there's a scroll. We're gonna look at it. Just stand here, walk over to it, lean down and look at it. It seems to be a contract, but it's so hard to read. Pray excuse me, but have you seen a scroll hereabouts? Ah, that's it. I thank you dearly. This is important to my business. Forgive my rudeness. My name is Renon. I am what you would call a demon. Oh, wait, don't shoot your arm towards me. I'm not an enemy. My role is to provide useful items for adventurers in the Dark Castle. It's shameful for a demon to be working, but one needs gold even in hell these days. Surely we were fated to meet. Don't ask why I said I was buggering off 7 years ago to that lycanthrope. I'm here again. Turns out World War I was a little farther away than I realized. Is that the time? I've already said too much. Remember, summon me whenever you need. And then Reinhardt creaks his neck and his back, arching himself. And we can get a Purifying. Lots of Purifyings. And we can continue through here. Now, this is one place where the Garden Maze seems different in Legacy of Darkness. In the original 64 version, I have no problems keeping out of range of the guards. In fact, I can get to the place where you're supposed to end before the character you're supposed to meet there is. But in this one, I keep getting caught by the doggos, because yes, those dogs by the gate are going to attack us. Who's there? It's this little shit. Please, help me. What is a child doing in this place? I am Reinhardt. You're safe. I am a friend. My name is Malice. So, Malice, why are you all alone in this fearful place? They burned the village, my home, my mother and father too. That's terrible. They took all of the children to the castle. The devil in the black cloak was looking for a certain child. And then, my head hurts. I can't remember. It's alright. You don't have to talk. No. Doggos. And Malice, wait! Don't leave me! Yes. None, and Malice actually does wait for you, and the camera gets stuck there a little bit. Let us go through here. Malice is actually being rather patient, and even on emulator I'm getting a little slowdown in this area. You don't want to follow him there because he leads you to a dead end. There is a dead end to the right. Just keep going forward, and ouch. Yes. That one was admittedly my fault. Yes, normally I have no problem keeping out of range of those guys, but this time I have a problem. I don't know if they're faster in Legacy of Darkness or if Reinhardt is slower. There's Malice. I think they're faster because, as we can see, I almost beat Malice over here. And I was getting caught twice. If I didn't get caught by the beast or get knocked over by Frankenstein, I think I would have still beat Malice here. So I think it's just that the dogs are faster in this version. And there is a gate. Malice doesn't know how to open gates. Don't be silly, only adults can open gates. Don't question how Carrie opens this. You've come this far. Once you're through the forest, you're safe. You're a man. You can do it. Yes, yes. Just avoid all the skeletons, the werewolves, all of that. Don't worry. You're a man. You can do it. Really good, smooth move there, Reinhardt. Don't offer to escort him or anything. No. Don't actually escort him. Just, like, give him a pat on the back and send him on his way. Now we have the copper key. And now we're going to do... Yes, this is the faster way through here. It's the way I don't like going through here, but it is the faster way. Yes, we have to go back and meet the fucking dogs again. And we're going to heal up because... Again, I actually get caught by them. We're going to open the door and... They're not going to be right in front of us. Oh, they were just a little delayed. Where's Frankenstein? There's Frankenstein. Now we want to keep going through here. We fucked up. I don't remember where the way forward is. This is not the way forward, or is it? I think it is, actually. Wait. And now these guys just teleport in front of us. Mr. Frankenstein is nowhere to be seen. And, yes, the copper door key. I was going the right way. Okay. And now we don't have to worry about those guys anymore. Which is fortunate. It's gleeful because they are bad. They are evil. And they are very fast, by Jove. Now, I remember the Angry Video Game Nerd actually did mention that he thought that design was stupid. Now, personally, as a child, with that music that plays during the chase, those dogs constantly barking, and the constant revving of a chainsaw as you're running for your life, it actually feels a lot like a survival horror. And I would go as far as to say it is the closest thing to a survival horror on the Nintendo 64 that isn't a Resident Evil port, which I've never played because... I'm going to be honest, I don't feel like the Nintendo 64 Resident Evils could match up to the PlayStation 1, just because it's a game that's obviously made for the PlayStation. I'm gonna go up to this coffin and look at it, hear something, and look around. There's nothing. And the corpse falls. Ominous music plays, and we finally look up to the ceiling to find this guy. Like, the main dish has arrived. Wait a minute, are you using Master Audrey's character model? Yes, you are! I will kill you here! Are you Audrey? Didn't I kill you as Cornell? Oh, Jesus Christ, that was just fucking sad. That was unbelievably sad. Oh, Jesus. I didn't even expect that. Oh no, our sub-weapons aren't locking on. There we go. If only our sub-weapons had locked on originally, we would have been able to kill that in one thing. In one go. And now... found a hidden path. Alright. Yes. So, when we came through here as Cornell, we went to the outer wall. And when we came here as Henry, we went to everything. If we go here as Reinhardt, we go to the tunnel, which you've already seen most of the tunnel through the Henry playthrough. But what you haven't seen is the cutscene or the boss. So, there will still be something. Here's that cutscene as we look over, and we find a dead man. So, this is what's pumping underneath this castle. I don't think she's a normal person. And... isn't this that one anime? Monster Musume, I believe it is. And... yes, that was, very challenging. I was really challenged. It was very... oh my god. If we go to previously saved, I think that's a bad thing for us, because... yeah. Though this is still not good for us, as we did just lose our power-ups. All from not knowing how to press the jump button. See, I just felt like I was going to have some karmic balance for calling that fight too easy. But it's okay, because level 1 axe is still just killer. Now, unfortunately, this does mean if we don't get some power-ups, I don't think we're actually going to get the level 3 axe in this part of the level. Which is unfortunate, as the level 3 axe will be very useful for killing the spider boss. Yes, the targeting system is the biggest reason why a lot of people don't like Reinhardt, because sometimes you just want to kill things, and the game decides that you're not going to kill things. I kind of want to see if I can farm a power-up or an axe from one of these, but I'm not sure I will. It is looking unlikely. I think it would have been an interesting touch if, like, Reinhardt used less weapon power or something for the special weapons, since these are kind of supposed to be, you know, the Belmont's holy weapons or some shit. And we actually did get an axe and a power-up. Nice. I did, you know, want these. Alright. Let us continue on. Through difficulty. Through level design that makes me shit myself. Because this is... yeah, this is what you see. This is what it looks like. We want to be a little bit careful there, because we don't want to die again and lose the power-ups we did manage to get. Now let's see. Here is a sun door. I forget if that is the door we are looking... it can't be the door we're looking for. We haven't even gotten to the gondola yet. And there's a power-up! We have the Whip of Light again! Hurrah! Joyous and wondrous merriment occasion. Now, let us be ambushed. Nice. And up here there's a red jewel, but I am not going to get it because I've been picking up red jewels at 99 weapon power. Jewelly shit. Regardless. I have seen some people question why exactly Reinhardt, while all of the characters use jewels instead of hearts. If I had to take a guess, it might be because they thought that, you know, typically nowadays when you see hearts in a video game, you think something like Legend of Zelda. Okay, that axe was completely ineffective. You think something like Zelda, where they are to restore health, whereas hearts in the Castlevania series don't restore health. They give you ammo. And while we have a time of just sitting here not really doing a lot, I should mention, I was looking around in some translations for the game. Carrie Fernandez, that name is pretty random. However, what I did see is that Carrie's last name in the Japanese version is not Fernandez. It's something like Fernandez, Fernandesu, or something, which might sound a little random, until you realize that is the Bellnade's name in Japanese. So yes, Carrie's name is actually Carrie Bellnade's. And that's not something that was changed in development, that's something that was changed in localization. In the Japanese version, she shares the last name of the other Bellnades. So right now, what I think it was that someone doing the translation of that game saw Carrie's last name, didn't realize it was a already prominent clan in the Castlevania series, and just localized it to a similar sounding European name. Which probably made sense to them, as after all, this is supposed to be happening in Europe. Now we come over here so that we can make this jump again and shit our pants again, because the camera is not going to work with us for that jump. No fucking god it isn't. We hear bats, but we don't see bats. And we wait to kill the bat, because we don't want the bat throwing us off the ledge. That is the last thing that we want. Now let us see if we can find... There's a night door, so in other words, it is absolutely not the level end, because the level end is a sun door. But we'll still go through it, because there might be something useful. There wasn't anything useful. Good old camera! Yes. Give me an axe. That is not an axe, that is gold. Which would be useful if Renan sold axes, but he doesn't. Now, I do know that the level end, you do not need to go through anything else. Yes, here we are, at the end of the level, as we take care of these bats. Jesus Christ. Lots of bats. A whole great helping of bats. We will... Actually, that was useful because we didn't have any sun cards, so we got a sun card from that room. We will open this sun door to find... Yes, in the Cornell part, I said that Reinhardt fights the Fairy Queen. I must have been having a little too much to drink in that episode, because he doesn't fight the Fairy Queen. He fights the Spider Queen. And she keeps blocking my sub-weapons with spiders. Just fucking face her instead of the spiders! Yes, this fight is annoying mostly because it questions one thing. Is the lock-on going to lock on to her? Are the fucking 5 billion spiders that she causes? And that was our last cure, which is delightful considering what we're fighting. Jesus Christ. Let's grab this. Let's grab this. Grab it. And now, with no spiders... Fuck. Stop fucking targeting the damn spiders! Oh my good lord. That is so much harder than it has any right being. Just because it's only a question of if you can target. Because trust me, with level 3 axes, you just completely fucking obliterate her if it actually hits her, instead of going right fucking for the 5 billion spiders that she spawns. Annoying little bastards. We don't have level 3 axes, and they kept missing. So, let's just stand in front of her, get hit, and Yes. Well, I guess this does at least confirm one thing, and we get a cure because we did kind of need that. Before I use this did actually confirm one thing. With Reinhardt's original character model, I never knew if this was supposed to be a shirt, or if he was supposed to have his chest out. As you can see, when poisoned, his skin is purple, so I can confirm that's supposed to be a shirt and not his, hairy-ass chest. Alright. We are going to watch the Rosa cutscene and then end the video, because this video has already gone on for a little while. Largely because of that death and the fucking Spider Queen taking too long. And she is looking up. This is why it has to be daytime. And... she is going to walk into the sun. Yes, clearly Rosa does not want to be a vampire. She still has some of that humanity and doesn't want to become an evil monster of the night. Stop! Don't be stupid! No! Don't stop me! Why try to stop me? I am a vampire. Whatever you are, God forbids suicide. Even for a vampire? Yes. Well, considering you're a vampire, you're going to go to hell regardless of how you die, so... So even in death, my soul cannot find forgiveness. Rosa. If that's the case, you must kill me. That's... Didn't you just listen to what I said? You're going to go to hell regardless because you're an evil creature of the night. And she has a good point here. Is it because of this woman's shape? You can't kill what looks like a girl or a child. Oh, please, I completely slaughtered that woman at the end of Villa, don't worry. Such a softy. How will you ever stand up to Count Dracula? Well, as long as he doesn't try and look like a woman or a child, Reinhardt should be okay. I mean, he's not going to try and look like a wife or a child, is he?